Are Lorde and Ellie befriending Taylor's enemy, Katy Perry?
Whoa, we've got the first look at Caitlyn Jenner's new show.
And were Jonas and Gigi Hadid smooching and making out?
Ooh, I want that story, but it's DHR first.
It is the Daily Hollywood Rundown, and you are back, and I am back, and Dana's back. What's happening, people?
And news is back, too.
News is always around.
It's Wednesday, you guys, so things are going to get weird in a little bit. But first, things are getting kind of sad. Ariana Grande's dog's almost killed.
Okay, this story gets a little bit complicated, so bear with me. But yes, it was a bad time to be Ariana Grande's pups. You know, she's traveling on tour right now. And in certain countries, they have certain regulations about vaccinations for your pets or how you have to travel with your pets. So while on tour, Ariana and her tour crew and her family were all on a bus trying to get on a ferry to get to London. Well, according to what's happening on Twitter via Ariana's mom's Twitter post, some really bad stuff happened. So these employees on this P&O ferry stopped Ari, but her mom said, listen, I have all the paperwork. She showed them the proof that the dogs were legal, that were vaccinated, but apparently she did not have the right documentation. So in this very long rant, she titled it, That Time Ariana Grande's Dogs Were Almost Murdered.
Oh my God.
And she says that Ari was treated unfairly, that they thought they had given the right paperwork, that these people held the dogs hostage, told her she could not take them. She says, I'm gonna take the dogs and you can have me arrested if you want, but they're going on the ferry. It was like this 6-hour ordeal. Frankie, Ariana's brother, got involved. They finally got to London safely, but Ariana took to Twitter to really let these people have it. And then she also tweeted out, don't f with my puppies ever.
Ooh.
Point taken.
Well, there's different protocol and guidelines wherever you travel in the world.
So much red tape.
So much.
Ugh.
I'm glad they're safe. If only Ariana and her family and her crew had a reality show to document all of this. I would have loved to see it.
Yeah.
And love to see her reaction, her support for her dogs. But there is a new reality show for Caitlyn Jenner. If you guys haven't heard, it's an 8-part documentary coming up on E! And we have our first look at a promo.
I never had until a couple of weeks ago. Actually, a professional come in and do my makeup. What a difference. Okay, we're officially off the property. We're out into the world. It's so bright out there. Look at that. Isn't it great that maybe someday you'll be normal?
Well,
just blend into society.
You are normal.
Put it this way. I'm the new normal.
So obviously the world is fascinated by this
sure.
documentary, and if you want to tune in on E! It's coming up Sunday, July 26th.
Hold up, wait a minute. Is Ellie Goulding and Katy Perry and Lorde all BFFing against Taylor Swift's wishes?
My jaw is on the ground.
Well, hold it back for just a second. But it is true. Ellie, Lorde, and Katy were all spotted hanging out in LA this weekend at what appeared to be a girls' night. Ellie posted this photo on Instagram with Lorde kind of reenacting the salsa dancer emoji on our phones.
Yes.
It was so cute, but you can clearly see that Katy Perry is standing next to her. Ellie's there. And we know this is true because Lorde tweeted out, last night I unintentionally went out looking like the dancing emoji. And then Ellie linked to this photo that said, don't really remember this, but good times. So this means that the girls are hanging out, not a big deal, but what had everybody kind of like on the fence about this situation is that Ellie deleted the photo on Instagram, leading some people to think that she didn't want Taylor to see that they were hanging out together. But guys, Katy, Lorde, and Ellie have all hung out before. They've been friends for a long time, so this shouldn't shock anyone. And also, I think that in Hollywood, they all have to be friendly with each other. There's no point in trying to make bad blood between people who don't have bad blood. The beef is between Taylor and Katy, and their friends can still be friends with both of them.
I know. I'm just thinking in my own life, you definitely have friends who don't get along.
Happens.
But that doesn't mean you can't be friends with them. So this shouldn't be shocking,
Exactly.
actually. Let's take that back. Also in Ellie news, the musician is talking out about all of those rumors that she cheated on Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Now you might remember that Ed came out with that really popular song. It's so good. It's called Don't. And supposedly he's writing about his relationship with Ellie and how she cheated on him with another guy. Now Ellie opened up to Elle magazine for this story, and she did admit to going out with Niall from One Direction, aka the other guy, but she also continued to say, quote, "But I was never in a relationship with Ed. I have absolutely no idea where that came from and why it was turned into such a big thing." Well, dang, girl, I don't know what took you so long to clear up that story.
That's what I was
from a
thinking.
really long time ago.
Yeah, I guess she was under the impression that if she spoke out about it, it'd get more press. But
now she's getting press on it now.
I know. It's so weird.
I do like this next part of the story that she spoke out about, how it's really frustrating that female musicians are always getting press about who they've dated or who they used to date or who they haven't dated. I think that's a really good point. Maybe we should have the same standard for male musicians as we do for female musicians. And really, at the end of the day, let's try to keep it about the music. But we're all super fans and we want to know who people are dating.
I know. And speaking of, we're going to just talk about who somebody might be dating now.
Let's do it.
We're going to transition because Gigi, Hadid, and Jonas have been spending a lot of time together. Word on the street was that they were just friends. You know, Gigi is newly single. She and Cody Simpson broke up recently. She's single and perhaps ready to mingle. Well, Us Weekly is reporting that one of their sources spotted these two cutie pies at the CFDA Awards refinery after party. They were apparently holding hands, being affectionate, and even smooching. And while we don't have any photos at all of them kissing,
there's no proof.
There is no proof yet, just a bunch of rumors. We did have a couple of photos of them in a photo booth together, and they're definitely hanging out. They look cute together, but I don't even know if they're dating or not, but I totally ship them. Let them date each other. They're gorgeous, they're young, let them have some fun.
And Joe can now write some songs for Gigi, just like Cody used to. She probably really likes that. Okay, guys, it is time for Weird Wednesday, and we're talking about Taylor Swift and how she likes to hike backwards.
Yeah.
So there's this photo of her hiking backwards in LA. It was from back in March, but it has kind of resurfaced, and enough fans have been talking about it and saying that Taylor was probably taking a sobriety test with a police officer that Taylor felt the need to take to her Tumblr page to kind of react. So she's saying that there was a paparazzi there and she, quote, "wasn't in the mood, so I hiked the whole trail backwards and my security told me when to make turns." What? She literally hiked an entire, who knows for how long, maybe an hour, maybe two, backwards.
She's really smart, though.
Crazy.
I have a thought about this. First, if I were a celebrity, I wouldn't have even gone on the hike if I felt like someone was going to be taking photos of me.
Or if you had to hike backwards, you wouldn't go on the hike
I would be like, peace, guys. But I love that she was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to outsmart them. She's so good at outsmarting the paparazzi. She should write a book about it.
But we still got photos of her hiking from the front at the end of the day, so it didn't work.
Her backside looks really nice, though.
It does. So go, Taylor. We love you.
Go, girl.
Get weird.
All right, do you ship Joe and Gigi together? Do you think they make a cute couple, and are they dating?
And do you think it's weird that Ellie and Lorde are hanging out with Katy? So many names in Hollywood. Do you think it's weird, or is it totally normal?
It's totally normal.
Can't we all
Everybody
just
needs
get
to
along?
relax, take a chill pill, y'all. But let us know what you're thinking in the comments, even if you're not taking a chill pill and you're upset about it. And you guys, this is a daily Hollywood rundown. Share this video with all of your friends. Tell everybody at school about it.
Yes.
And we will see you back here tomorrow.
Have a great night.
Iggy Azalea is engaged. And for all of the details, including a close-up picture of the bling ring, click on that box on the left.
Yippee! Or you can click to the right if you want to check out Caitlyn Jenner in her first appearance.